Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming Testing New Makeup episode 34. So if you guys are interested in hearing some of my thoughts on some new makeup, some Sephora makeup, some indie makeup, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on the bell so you're notified every time I post. And if you could do me a favor and watch this video all the way to the end, it really helps me out, so I really appreciate it. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so a few episodes back, I was planning to play with the Cosmic Crush palette from Too Faced, and I was getting ready to go to a birthday party, and I had swatched this palette, and I was like, not today, not today. I am not wearing this palette because the swatches looked very weak. Now, swatches don't always tell the full story, and I'm definitely going into this with a completely open mind, but I don't have any plans this evening. I have some products to try out. Both my kids are napping, so I decided let's go ahead and try this palette out. So that's what we're going to do today, and I have some other new products as well to kind of mix in. So this is the main thing though that I want to try, because I want to decide if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to go ahead and declutter it, because yeah, your girl was very unimpressed by the swatches. So I'm trying to think what kind of look I want to do with this. I feel like I want to play with this shade called Hypernova. So that's the shade I'm going to probably end up using on my eyes. So I'm thinking, just based on the colors, it's probably going to be a smokier eye look. I have already primed my eyelids with the Pat McGrath eyeshadow primer. Still testing it out. So far, I think it's actually a pretty decent primer. I haven't had any issues with it. So I'm going to go into the shade called Big Bang with a Sigma eyeshadow brush. And we're just going to run that in the crease and just start off with a light eyeshadow all over the lid and the crease. So yeah, I don't know what to expect, but I have been trying so hard to catch up on palette videos. I still have palettes that I bought that I haven't filmed with, so if my kids are napping, I'm trying to make an effort to run down here and film something with my pile of palettes, because some of these I did buy with my own money and I want to get the content up and out for you guys as well. This palette is, I don't even know, is this like a month old now at this point? It's truly wild how fast the makeup community moves, and I know I literally saw the other day that Too Faced is already teasing like a pumpkin something palette for fall. So yeah, I don't know why I bought this. I think what happens is there's like a small lull and I'm like, ooh, let me try something. And then I'm like, oh crap, now I have too many palettes to play with. So the next shade I'm going to use is Superstar. That's quite the name for a shadow that's literally a dark brown. Like, I feel like if you're going to name a shadow Superstar, I'm really going to be expecting something like mind-blowing. So it's a decent like brown eyeshadow, but goodness, I feel like it's not that impressive. It's not that hard to make a brown eyeshadow, let's be real here. Okay, that looks pretty good. I am going to try out this shimmery black shadow as well. It's called Total Eclipse, so I'm going to use a little bit of that on the outer corner. Okay, so it looks perfectly smoky. Now I'm going to go into the shade called Hypernova, and I think I'm going to put that on a majority of my lid, and then I'll probably use a lighter shade as an inner corner pop. So I'm just grabbing it with this Lunar Beauty flat brush, and I'm going to pick it up with the brush, and we're going to give it a nice spraying because I want it to really stick to the lid. Oh, that's such a pretty color. Wow, Too Faced, who knew you were capable? That's so pretty. Wow, that color is so beautiful. Uh-oh, I just accidentally smacked some of that eyeshadow onto my face. So we're gonna have to do some cleanup, but I'll worry about that later. It is a totally rainy day today in Fargo. I had big plans for the kids, but I ended up just kind of deciding to stay home, and oh my gosh, I made this like really kid-friendly recipe. It's like these little chicken pot pies. I saw this recipe on Instagram, and I will say I'm not a terrible cook. I just don't love to cook. My husband's definitely the chef of the family, but I wanted to attempt this for my daughter, and it actually turned out pretty good. So if you guys want the recipe, I will link the Instagram reel below for you guys, but it was really good, and she ate it because I'm, of course, like any mom, trying to get them to eat vegetables is always a struggle. So she actually ate it, which was pretty freaking shocking in my humble opinion. Okay, so there is the shadow. It's very pretty. It has like a black base with a ton of like green shimmer in it. And then I want to go into the shade called Starlight, which is a peachy, like orangey color. Oh my gosh. That shade reminds me of, I saw there's like a new trend called, is it called the penny eye or something? Or the copper eye or something? I was like, oh my gosh. They really thought of everything these days. I was thinking that I should start a trend called the asparagus makeup look, and I could just do green, and then I could do like string bean makeup look, because you know there's like the latte makeup trend, and then there's like a strawberry girl makeup trend. So I figured I could come up with like all the green fruits and vegetables that I could think of and just turn that into a trend. What do you guys think of that idea, huh? Does that sound like a good idea? I freaking love this Sigma brush. Oh my gosh, it's like the best brush for under eye setting powder and also just to wipe off anything. But it's so nice and firm. It's like a little paddle. Next time Sigma has a sale, highly recommend if you're in the market for one. I have two of these, and I'm so glad because I have one in my what is it called? My shop my stash bag upstairs. Oh my gosh, I have so many videos to edit. I literally keep deleting videos off of my SD card so I can film. And I just need to sit down and like edit this weekend, I think. But we were supposed to go to a birthday party, but it's at our friend's lake home, which is like an hour out of town. And my husband has to work this weekend, so I think I'm going to end up skipping it because I don't really feel comfortable driving with two littles. But anyway, I just powdered my face just a little bit just to make sure everything like stays in place. So for eyeliner, I'm going to use one from Moira. These are the Supernova Multichrome Gel Liners, and this is the shade Electra. I picked these up for a full face of Moira video I did sometime earlier. I will link it for you guys if you're interested to check it out. I had fun trying Moira out because I'd never tried anything from the brand. And so yeah, these are a hit. They were like $6. I think they went viral on like TikTok or something, but I wasn't really expecting much from them because I'm like, for $6. But one of you had asked me how it wore, and I honestly didn't like notice that it had worn off or anything, so I'm gonna use them again just to see. But that shade is so pretty. It's like an orangey golden flip. So I'm just gonna put some shadow on the lower lash line quick so I can finish up this look. So I'm gonna take the shade called Big Bang, and we're just gonna run that on the lower lash line. I need to declutter in like the worst freaking way, you guys. It's just, there's so many things I'd rather do though instead. So haven't really gotten around to it, but okay, I'm going to take the shade Superstar. And I'm just going to use this little pencil brush to blend that out and then connect the eye look, the top and the bottom. I did mess up a little bit out here. I'm going to clean that off with a Q-tip later, but just kind of blending the top and the bottom of this eye look. And then on the inner corner, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that peachy color and I'm just going to bring it down to the waterline. Such a pretty color. I actually don't hate this Too Faced palette, although I don't know about the neutral shades. I'll have to keep trying it to see if the neutral shades are as good as the colorful shades, but so far it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so I'll clean that up after we're done trying out the other new makeup. So I'm gonna use the Moira bronzer as well because I haven't tried this since. And I'm just gonna go in with this brush that I use for cream bronzer. I did order the Juvia's Place bronzer. I think it's gonna come today, so I'll probably put that in my next testing new makeup video, but I don't really have a lot of like, I want to call them like makeup accessories because it's not an eyeshadow palette, but I don't have a lot of like extra little things coming my way. I haven't really ordered much of anything, although I do have a Sephora friends and family discount code, so I think I'm gonna order some stuff on Sephora, but I don't know that I was ordering anything that was like bronzers and stuff. Okay, so I got this really cute blush palette. It's called Charm Your Cheeks, and you guys know I love blushes, so I wanted to go ahead and try out a shade in this palette. So I think I might go with this like reddish one because you guys know me, I'm a sucker for a red blush, and I'm going to use the brush that's in my Sigma favorite set. This is one of my favorite ones for blush, so I'm just going to plop that on. It's also really nice for your powders if you like to use powder to set your face. And so I just wanted to mention, if you didn't know, I have a Sigma set and it's always linked in my description box. But this is a really pretty brush. I've always had good luck with these blushes, so just trying it out. And this is the shade Fire Orange. Ooh, I like that name. I like that name. This is beautiful. I think it would be a beautiful blush for the winter time as well, because it has that like I was outside and it was a little cold vibe to it, you know? So then I have a new highlighter I want to try. This is a Too Faced highlighter in the shade Shooting Star. This is the Moon Crush highlighter that they launched with the palette. It looks very like goldeny, so it looks like a very kind of standard highlight. So let's try it out and see. Of course, I love to put highlighter in my brow bone. Ooh, it's pretty. It's kind of like giving me old school highlighter vibes. I wasn't sure if this would be too light for me, but I think it's all right. Let's see. What do you guys think? It's pretty. I like the formula. It has like a really pretty sheen to it, but it's not like overly glittery. So very cool, very cool. Okay, I'm not mad about that either, Too Faced. Way to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out the last shade from Blend Bunny that I have. I bought these with my own money. I got the palette in PR, but I didn't get the lippies in PR. So this is the shade Runway, and I know she has a new collection coming, so I'm going to go ahead and use this color. Actually, I don't know if it's a collection. I'm sorry. I think she has something coming. I don't know what it is, but we've seen sneak peeks. So yeah, let's go ahead and use this color Runway. Ooh, it's a very chocolatey brown. I love her liquid lipsticks. They're so comfortable. Okay, so now we can go ahead and spray our face, and then I will go off camera, do the mascara thing, and I'll be right back to give you guys my thoughts on some of this makeup I just tried out. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. And if you're wondering about my earrings, I did pick them up at like a craft fair, but I know who the maker is, so I can tag her Instagram in my description box in case you guys are interested in picking them up. They're so fun, and I've just been like waiting for the right look to wear these with, and I feel like this is the moment. So yeah, those are the earrings. They're like fun. They're so fun. They're so fun. I feel like a disco queen. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about some of the new makeup I tested out in today's video. So starting off with the Blend Bunny liquid lipstick, I had bought all 3 shades that she launched with her Sugar and, what was it called? Oh, Sugar and Grunge collection. And so this is the grungiest of them all. I really like Blend Bunny's liquid lipstick formula. This one did go on a little bit patchy, so I did have to put on a few layers, but after I did that, it is very opaque and beautiful. So just a really, really pretty dark brown shade from her. I used 2 mini products from Rare Beauty that they sent me. I actually used this off camera before I did my foundation, but this is the Rare Beauty Primer. It's called the Always and Optimist Base Illuminating Primer, and it definitely has like a bit of a glow to it, but I paired it with the Yummy Skin Foundation, or this thing, the skin tint from Glaminatrix, and I actually feel like it doesn't look that glowy, so that's good because I don't like overly glowy skin. So yeah, I had a lot of fun trying that out, and then the setting spray is very nice as well. I definitely enjoy these products from Rare Beauty, so very, very happy that they sent them to me. So like I mentioned, this is the foundation I have on. I've used this multiple times in videos. Huda Beauty Color Corrector, been super into that. Been loving the Moira Concealer. I've used it now multiple times as a foundation as well as my concealer. Pat McGrath eyeshadow base. I've been really enjoying this actually. It's a pretty nice eyeshadow base, so very happy with that. Melt powder, and then of course we have the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel as well. I just use that to kind of keep my brows in place. As far as the highlighter from Too Faced, I actually really like it. I think it looks very natural with my skin. It looks really light in the pan, so I was a little bit worried that it was gonna look very stark against my complexion, but I feel like it's light enough, but it's not like overly light, so it doesn't look like a white streak. It definitely is more of a champagne shade, and the formula felt nice as well. It's like nice and soft, and it blended out really nicely, so I'm actually really happy with this. I feel like I am very skeptical when it comes to Too Faced, so yeah, it's actually not bad. And then the Moira bronzer, this is just my second time wearing it. It's a nice bronzer. Is it like my favorite bronzer of all time? No, but I feel like if you're balling on a budget, it is an ice cream bronzer to try out, and I really like the packaging as well of that. I also really like these Moira eyeliners. I'll have to see if I notice them wearing off very soon. I can still see it in my waterline, so I feel like I have a lot of hope for these, but they have so many beautiful colors, and again, I feel like I paid like $6 for these, which is such a good price, and the packaging is so freaking cute. Like, so cute. I love that. And then of course this blush palette, the Charm Your Cheeks palette. I really think there are some really beautiful shades in this palette. So this toasty brown color looks really pretty too. So if you're looking for a fun blush palette, this might be one to check out. I need a blush palette, like I need a hole in my head, so I did receive this one in PR, so I didn't buy this with my own money. I'm trying really hard to like unofficially not buy blush, so I've been working at that, but this is a great way to have like 6 little blushes. And yeah, I think this is a nice palette and it's a nice formula. Just a matte blush if you're looking for one. And then last but certainly not least, the star of the show, the Cosmic Crush palette. So I really like this look with this palette. I definitely need to try out the shades some more with so many neutrals in this palette, but the metallics actually felt pretty decent. I feel like this is not the best color story. Like, the packaging looks really cool, and so it definitely had some potential, but I feel like they could have really amped this up, but the mattes did work well and they blended out fine. And the metallic that I used called Hypernova and Starlight look really pretty, and they went on pretty easy as well. So far so good with this palette, and I think you could do a lot of diverse looks with this. So I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was based off of the swatches. The swatches were pretty terrifying, so I was definitely a little bit concerned, but it worked out okay. So you guys will have to let me know, do you like the look, or do you think that if you were in my shoes, you'd probably go ahead and pass on this palette as well? You guys know I love hearing your thoughts. I love reading the comments in my videos. It's so fun. You guys always make me laugh and give me a good chuckle. So I really, really appreciate your guys' support. Thank you so much for watching Testing New Makeup episode 34, and I will be back very, very soon because I have the Natasha Denona Starlit palette coming, the Juvia's Place bronzer, and then I still have some Patrick Ta blushes I need to test out. So I'll probably throw those in a video, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye for now.